There we go. Yeah, we're going to start a little bit delayed today. And that's due to some investigations I'm doing right now. Aha, erwischt, einen wunderschönen guten Tag. Sage, entsinnst du dich daran, dass ich gestern von jemandem gefolgt wurde, der scheinbar eine IP-Adresse als Namen hatte? Nicht nur merkwürdig. Das ist scheinbar jemand, der rumgeht, oder eine Gruppe, die rumgehen und eben mit solchen Usernamen Leuten folgen. Und dann, wenn man auf deren Seite geht, automatisch ein Bot auf Discord wiederum dich anschreibt, wenn deine Accounts verknüpft sind. Die dann drohen, deine IP-Adresse zu leaken und so weiter und so fort. Mhm. Sind schon alle. Sind schon alle. Also die 3, die mir gestern gefolgt sind, am Ende waren es 3 Stück, sind bereits gebannt auf Twitch. Aber das ist ein bisschen problematisch. Ja, da war einmal der mit der IP-Adresse, dann war einmal einer kurz danach mit XML, das war so 2 Stunden danach, und heute Nacht hat nochmal jemand gefolgt. Vor 12 Stunden, also heute Morgen, nicht heute Nacht. Hat nochmal jemand gefolgt, von dem ich erst dachte, dass er tatsächlich jemand anderes ist. Und ich wäre fast auf seine Seite gegangen, und dann habe ich halt mal ein bisschen Google Research gemacht und habe festgestellt, nicht so cool. Nicht so cool. Ich frage mich jetzt die ganze Zeit, wozu? What's the issue? Actually... Geil, will das versuchen. Galvani, what's good? So, yesterday someone followed me who actually seems to be a bot, which is not too uncommon. And supposedly, those people... supposedly there's a group of people behind this, which seems to track your IP address and your geolocation, and then if you like join the Discord server or something like that, there's like kind of blackmailing that they would leak something. I just got it from Twitter that someone checking into it right now. Just trying to find the screenshot again that I had earlier before. That's exactly what VPN is for. But as a streamer, having a VPN running while you're streaming, kinda difficult. But I will try it. There we go. So, we're going to the intermission screen here for a second. Hello. Let's have a look there. This is what someone got. Like he got followed twice, and he banned those, and then on Discord he received that message where someone was saying, I'm going to leak your IP address, follow this, and then this list, like, utterly random. Yeah, I can, let's see, there we go with that one, there we go. So, like that was apparently today. And then I just followed this thread, right? Because I've been looking for this username, and shout out to Abaltilla. I hope I didn't butcher the name. That he actually voiced up and said, yo, I don't know who that is, but they're leaking my... he was watching their stream, apparently, or he was, like, joining their Twitch page, and they were streaming addresses, leaking cities and stuff. They got banned, but they can just have another account. So that is an issue on Twitch's side, maybe. I don't want to blame Twitch in total for that, because if you have like, if you don't have like an ad blocker, you should have an ad blocker, because that can prevent you from running into these issues. If you have like certain tools and extensions on your computer that enable this, they'll be able to fetch like lots of things actually. So make sure to have like an ad blocker, and then even better if you do have like a paid subscription for VPN, that will secure you secure you big time. Lately my voice has been cracking. I don't know why. Yeah, as Rezexa here says, at least with IP address, they don't get your more personal info. Just with that, there's not going to come too much. But if you have like Discord and such, make sure to turn on two-step verification. It sounds big, but it really isn't too much of a deal. It's literally you have an app on your phone, which is your second authenticator. So every time someone tries to log in, and even if they have your password, they would have to have that second authority as well. On your PCs, nothing about yourself. Well, maybe on your PCs, nothing about yourself, but spiraling up from there, social engineers are very capable. Like if you go to YouTube, and then you go to social engineering, and you watch some videos about that. There we go. So this is a video. I think that's the video, which is usually way longer, right? There's a person who said, "Okay, I'm going to a HackerCon, and I explicitly tell someone to hack me and to find out as much as possible about me." So this right now is just the social engineering part of it, but it is already very surprising how much people can find out with that. And that is very little info that those people had before.
Use a phone and an internet connection.
Do you want to do a sample phishing call?
What's phishing?
Phishing is voice solicitation, and basically what you do is you use the phone to extract information or data points that can be used in a later attack.
Let's do it. Who are you going to call?
So basically, if there's like social engineering happening, those are multiple steps, and I will not go too much into detail, but this right here is the explanation what phishing is. And that is going to become more and more of an issue. And if you only have like the slightest idea about the person, you can literally manipulate manipulate other sites and exploit humanity and human behavior, as we are going to see.
Maybe I'll call your cell phone provider and see if I can get them to.
Right, and getting the cell phone carrier And getting the internet provider based on the IP address, if you don't have a VPN, is really easy. Like really easy. That's really not an issue. You need the IP address, you go to the internet, you will find it. And based on that, you could call the internet provider and do harm with that.
Give me your email address.
I bet they're good. I bet they have my back. But yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna spoof from your number, so it's gonna look like it's calling from you.
Yeah, that's a thing as well. As soon as someone got your phone number, they can call from your phone number.
Okay.
That's totally possible.
Hi, I'm so sorry. Can you hear me okay? My baby, I'm sorry. my husband's like, we're about to apply for a loan and we just had a baby and he's like, get this done by today. So I'm so sorry. I can't call you back. I'm trying to log into our account for uses information and I can't remember what email address we used to log the account. The baby's crying and can you help me? Awesome.
In just 30 seconds,
At gmail.com?
Jessica gets access to my...
There we go. And as soon as she got like the email address, right? Just because she knows what the carrier provider is, the internet carrier provider in that case, as soon as she got access to the email address, she basically has access to everything. And that was just because she knew what internet provider he had. And that's why it's such a big issue that that people are publishing other people's IP addresses. And that is as well why I say, even if they are on your computer and you only have like some games on that, they will deduct from that and they will find things. So they can do like very vicious things with that. But that's not the main topic for today. Today, we're not going to talk too much about how people are messed up and which ways. We're actually going to talk about Horizon Zero Dawn and how I will fail again to actually finish the game off. Because we haven't finished the boss yesterday. I wasn't able to beat the boss. So we will face it again and again and again, and most likely all the 3 hours of stream that we're having today. At some point, I will be too frustrated and I'll swap over to Diablo 3 or something like that. So und so. Das ist richtig, Sage. Sobald du einen Internetzugang hast, bist du leicht auffindbar, beziehungsweise man kann leicht Sachen über dich herausfinden, weil du halt den Personenkreis erweiterst, der Informationen über dich hat. Aber, das ist das ganz Wichtige, wenn man deine richtige IP-Adresse nicht kennt, und dafür sorgt ja das VPN dann, was du aufbaust, sobald man deine richtige IP-Adresse nicht kennt, kann man auch da wieder nichts mehr rausfinden. Die IP-Adresse ist der Schlüssel zu deinem Carrier, zu deinem Internet-Provider. Der aber, wie gesagt, wenn da eine IP-Adresse hintersteht, die eine Sammel-IP-Adresse ist zum Beispiel, nichts zu sagen hat. So. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can do it today. I'm not in too high hopes because yesterday we already took like 12 hours, at least it felt like. He will attack now, I do see that. By now I know it, but we still get the damage although we are out of range, which is kinda annoying, not gonna lie. That's been 100 damage, that's been 160 damage, and he's going to attack me, and it's not hitting me actually, that's good. For a second there I thought he would hit me, because technically he should have. And I've been yesterday doing some study there and talking to a friend, and I've been informed that this machine here has 9,000 HP. So technically we would have to hit 200 times in order to get it down. He's attempting an attack again. Probably putting his fists into the ground. Nope. Okay, that's even better right now. Or not. So we need to attack like more than 200 times and always hit with at least 40 damage there. That being said, we have 66 arrows in our quiver, where I believe that yeah, if we don't get smashed, come on. Where I do believe if we calculate that up, that would be what did I just say? Come on, brain. Okay, we've got 60 arrows, and the enemy got 9,000 HP. 9,000 HP, that would be 100. Am I calculating wrong? I'm doing something wrong here. We're doing 40 damage times 60, that's 2,400. Yeah, I'm doing something wrong here, completely, horribly wrong. So we're taking that by that. So we need to reload 4 times roughly and hit with every arrow for 40 damage to actually beat that enemy. Doesn't sound that troublesome actually. So technically, maybe we're lucky now, we get those 3 reloads. Especially because we sometimes do 60 damage instead of just 40 damage.
New unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy.
But then again, sometimes we're just doing 4 damage. Oh, come on, I hate this attack. Calculate Gulf. Yeah, I need that. I need these statistics in my head right now, because otherwise I get so frustrated because I take it so personal that I'm not good enough to beat this boss. That it will annoy me a lot. We've reached level 40. Nice.
New unit that Cyan warned us about.
Oh, wait a sec. While we're talking about that, there we go.
Won't be easy.
I think I've hit the shield twice there. That was 1 miss. Oh, come on. I could duck under him a moment ago. Like, seriously. Two arrows missed. So 3 in total. Don't want to stand in that because that's a hail of fire meteors, basically. For 5 arrows missed. So we will for sure have to reload 4 times. And we've reloaded once already. It's going to attack now. That was good. Good thing it just used that attack. This creature is so vicious. Throwing the shield now at us, which I still don't know how to dodge. Pressing the wrong buttons. We need to craft more. No, not more traps. Resistance potions. Luckily, we still have like the fire kiln root till now. Oh, seriously. The attack animation does look so cool. Not gonna lie. Okay, can't do that. And for some reason, my guys are not doing their work properly. He will now be shocked. And we can land a critical hit here, which does good amounts of damage. Being behind the bear, as stupid as it sounds, is the safest position, because he has almost 360 degree attacks, which are not not real 360 degree attacks. Missed another arrow there. Ah, come on. There we saw, right in its back, it doesn't have the fire attack. If we're lucky, I can just run that through.
Okay then, let's see.
There we go. That was very helpful, actually. Got off some nice damage there. Reloading the arrows. Very important here to stay on top of our arrow game, actually. Just reloading. We reloaded roughly 3 times now. For a second there, I thought we were in like really big trouble. And I shouldn't have said that. Teddy bear is going on rampage right now. Ah, wrong weapon. Ah, crap. But regardless, that was not too bad. Could have been way worse. Ah, come on. Don't do that. Oh. That took just 10 minutes. Methuselix, what's good? Nice to have you. That took just 10 minutes! We literally spent yesterday 1.5 hours dying and dying and dying over again against that enemy. Ah, that is so revealing. That is so good. Easy. That is just so good. Oh gosh. Good job. Thank you guys. Seriously. Wow. Most relieving thing probably the whole week now. Holy moly. Yeah, welcome back to the stream, Methuselix. Nice to have you. Let's not die to something stupid here. Just trying to collect all the resources that are lying around and that we can still pick up, because they haven't despawned yet. There we go. Medicine pouch is full. Cool. I think we almost have it. Yeah, I surely do hope that was the end boss of the DLC.
You spoke of the
No, do we have to fight another one?
Araya! Don't!
Spirit! Scion, please help me!
Voice acting is so good.
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free.
And she's dead.
You must escape.
My sister!
Ooh, that's bad.
This entire place is gonna go.
Okay,
Aratak. Aratak.
we gotta run now.
Aratak. Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters?
Oof. Strong images they're playing with. Strong
Aratak.
images.
She wouldn't have wanted you to die here.
True. As there will be not too much more story, I guess. We're taking
Let's go.
4 more pictures now.
Let's go!
No need to tell us twice. I've beaten the pyro teddy bear. I'm certainly trying to manage everything else.
One of those?
It's the only way!
Good thing he's still alive. Oops.
Get me up top, Aratak! Now!
Strongman legend.
I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
She's not having the destroy.
Wait for the guy.
This game's just so good. Seriously. Huh. There's snow. There's an almost dead alloy. That does wake memories, actually. Yeah, I feel like that in the morning as well. Gotta get out of bed! Oh god!
Araya's gone. What of Cyan?
Not gone. She must be freezing.
She
No,
said
not.
she was transferring herself
She was in a
to the
sauna.
auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
Yeah, as I said, painting strong images here. Just a, like seriously, a masterpiece. This game's so good. Oh, we don't have to walk there. Or do we? Oh, we have to. But the good thing is, I really want to end the game now. And the good thing is we should be able to just teleport over there. Hunting grounds? There we go. There's this campfire at her retreat, right outside. So we don't have to walk there. Yeah, I can see myself bringing up this game every now and then again. Just because it is so good. And I'm really looking forward to the second part, which I believe has to come out somewhere around now, actually. So maybe next game we are playing is literally this game. The predecessor of this game.
All of my interactions with Araya were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
Alright, we are like the head of the Banuk right now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
Kinda.
New follower!
What's good, Twitch Bunny? Thanks for the follow. We're about to wrap the game up.
Hello,
I hope.
Aloy.
I think.
I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death.
I'm
I
here to
thought
give
I was
generous
familiar
news
with
that
the
Rickroll
emotion,
reached 1 billion
but
views.
this is something
That's
new.
cool. That's
Simon,
awesome, actually.
I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus.
True.
We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am
It
an
is.
algorithmic monitoring entity.
Actually, my first playthrough, blind playthrough, and we're playing on ultra hard difficulty, or have played, because I assume right now the game's done.
Seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems.
Are you
I
playing the
was
game
alone.
yourself?
It was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved
I'm
me.
pretty sure you could.
This Firebreak project. It was to stop a huge volcanic eruption,
Yes, I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
but it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If
I've
only
completed
my
this
former
game for
colleagues
55
could
plus
appreciate the
times,
progress I have
45
made.
times in hard, 10 times ultra hard. Seriously? 55 times?
Do you know
I
what
mean,
happened to your
I can
colleagues,
totally
Cyan?
see
No.
why.
I
Because the
received
game's
an
like
unexpected
really
visit from
amazing.
Director Chow
Like
years after
really
his tenure
amazing.
ended.
But
He
55
explained
times.
that I would need to be
How long does it
suspended
take you to
for an
finish the
indefinite
game by
period
now?
of time.
Are you streaming? Are
It
you
was a
like a
very
speedrunner
emotional
or something like
conversation.
that? So that is that
There
why
were
you
no further
played it so often?
communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus?
Yes, sir.
Destroyed along
Well
the
then,
cauldron?
shout out to your Twitch
Unfortunately,
channel,
no.
I guess, right?
To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was
Since
a
launch.
setback,
It's still
Wow.
out there. And probably not very happy with us.
undoubtedly,
Yeah, I'm a
did you
I'm a
first come into
casual who
contact
just
with
tries
5 years ago, I received
who's just a
direct
tryhard.
network connection request.
I
assumed
think we
it came
started
from
in
human
April or
survivors
something
more
like that,
advanced
and
than
then
the
we've
Banuk.
played it
Eager to
roughly
make
1 to 2
contact,
times a week
I accepted.
for 3 hours.
This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming
Oh, you're just playing
array of
3 to 4
malicious
hours
code,
at night to lessen your stress.
originating from what could only have been a highly advanced
Ah,
AI.
okay.
Rhea said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Well, I do
Yes.
see, I do
I could
see
not
how this
contain
game
my
can
anxiety.
reduce stress.
Hephaestus
The
sought to slave
environment
me
is
to
just
its
so
network
beautiful.
and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm
Why is
sorry.
it yellow
That
now?
sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
Turning gray, blue and green.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later.
I'm playing on PC
Terraforming
as well.
System. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI.
Not too
named
much of a
Gaia,
fan of,
along with her subordinate functions.
Of actual
was one of them.
console gaming.
It
Not good
let
with
machines
controllers.
Based on what you've told me,
Especially
I
not in
believe that
shooters.
Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all.
Voice acting is
Something
just so good.
Unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions. Brought them to
She's
life.
a gaming PC fan who
She
changes
destroyed
colors. Yeah,
herself to try to
I guess.
contain them. It didn't work. They all got
PlayStation 4?
free
No.
out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This
You can
information
see in the
fills vital
background
gaps in my
there's
knowledge
an
and
Xbox
sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
one of the original Xbox Series X consoles.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying
Yeah, but
on
again,
the
we're
very
playing on
system that
PC
keeps
here.
them alive.
Not a fan
Close
of
are
consoles.
discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate
PC.
the AI that governs the
Always
system,
PC.
thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan.
Every time Cyan is talking in emotions, in anxiety emotions, she's turning
across this
yellow.
strange
So I
piece of
think
gear.
that's what's going on there.
Fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia
Are you
destroyed
having
herself.
bad internet, so your
How
stream
was
is
this accomplished?
buffering a lot?
An
That
explosion.
may be my side
Big
as
enough to
well.
blast the top off a
If you
mountain.
want to, you can check
So
if
you
it's
think
better
the
for you
fragment was
on
part of it?
YouTube,
It's
actually.
only speculation, but it is possible.
I'm streaming on
She
YouTube
must
as
have-
well. Let me send the link into the stream. There we go. So maybe it's maybe the connection is better for you over there, so it doesn't keep buffer. Oh no, I'm not a full-time streamer. Not at all.
The ability to signify to become passive
I aspire to have a large community, but I don't really plan to be a full-time streamer. I don't think it's reliable if you only have like a handful of people coming in every now and then.
So do I.
Living off streaming is actually a full-time job, but to do that, you already have to have a community in your back.
I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy.
True.
Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now
it's good.
like Hephaestus?
Let's see if that works better for you, because YouTube is usually less harsh on the internet.
Change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed.
I do
but
see
was
your
insufficiently moved
messages.
by her favorite period romances.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature
It's all
preserve
connected.
for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
Oh,
Things changed
thank
a lot,
you.
Saya.
Thank you for that. No need for that. Actually, if you're mainly interested in Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm not the right channel for you. Right now, I'm actually thinking about going more into direction of YouTube and less Twitch, because there are a few things that I don't support about Twitch, and things that are making me uncomfortable about Twitch. But still, I'm streaming on both platforms, so it's mostly so and so. If you're mainly interested in chatting, well, then you're right here. I like to talk to new people. I like to talk to strangers, and that is specifically why I'm streaming, to get to know new people, to get in contact, to maybe entertain people a little bit. But yeah, to chat, then you're right here.
In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
True.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Farrow?
Are you referring to Theodore Farrow? CEO
Was geht, Joe? Einen wunderschönen guten Abend.
Him?
Mr. Farrow was the benefactor of the entire
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das alles übersetzt bekomme, du.
But he made
Twitch will be easier
machines.
compared to YouTube because
Robots,
growing on
war
YouTube is
robots.
hard.
Correct.
New
You shouldn't take the risk.
But before this pivot,
You should
Mr. Farrow
risk of quitting
spearheaded
Twitch,
initiatives that
whether
reversed
you're a
the global
full-time streamer or
decline.
not.
At one point, he was feted in the media as
Actually,
the man who saved the
you're
planet.
correct
Guessing they
and
wound
not
up regretting
correct.
that one.
I think it's easier to grow on YouTube rather than Twitch, because at least for me, Twitch is giving me a really hard time. I'm streaming now for like 2 years roughly, and I'm still capping at 8 viewers, which is mainly because I'm not like delivering this super fancy, super hyped up content that people are used to nowadays. But again, like if it were just to be consistent, I've been streaming now for again roughly 2 years, roughly 3 times a week, and usually like 3 hours. So I gotta try. I gotta give YouTube a try and upload some videos there. Now onwards to Joe. Mir geht's super. Super geht's mir. Wir haben jetzt gerade Horizon Zero Dawn durchgespielt und mal gucken, was als nächstes so kommt.
And Elizabeth Sobek.
2 years, then Twitch is not having a good reach. Welcome to YouTube. Exactly.
Sobek was a leader in her field.
Ja,
One of the
darf er.
greatest
Ich bin kein
scientists of
Affiliate.
her age,
Habe ich vor 3 Monaten gecancelt.
which in turn
2
impacted
years.
my
Yeah,
own
roughly
development.
2 years, maybe
But I never met
1
Dr.
and
Sobek.
3/4 of a year.
I apologize
So that's
if
why
my
I say
lack of
like
data has
I have
disappointed
to upload like regular information videos on YouTube to actually grow community who I can bring over to Twitch. But then again, I'm not sure if I want to go there, and I have to think that through if I really want to like follow that path, or if I just want to entertain a couple of people who happen to join my channel just like that. Yeah, no, I'm talking to Joe right now if I'm talking in German. Warum ich das gemacht habe, weil Twitch sich die Markenrechte deines Kanals wahrt, ich daran arbeite, ich es vor mir herschiebe, ein Unternehmen aufzumachen, wo dann unter anderem eben das Streaming mit reinfallen wird und infolgedessen mir nicht ganz wohl dabei war. Außerdem habe ich durch die Subscriptions so gut wie eh nichts eingenommen. Das sind alle 3 Monate mal 100 Euro gewesen oder so. Klar, 100 Euro ist eine Menge Geld, aber auf 3 Monate runtergebrochen und dann für die Zeit, die reingesteckt ist, dann kann ich das für lau machen und alle sind auf dem gleichen Level. Also insofern. Das war so mein Gedankengang dahinter.
Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field. One of the
What was
greatest
that?
scientists of
That
her
was a
age.
strange cut there.
My creator was influenced by her work, which
Okay.
in turn
Und wie geht's
impacted
dir,
my own
Joe?
development.
Wollen wir
But I
mal wieder
never
zusammen
met Dr.
streamen?
Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
Uff.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be.
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is
True.
true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort
Das
to
wird ja super
recover from
stressig.
global upheaval
Arbeitest du noch in der
and
Firma, in der du
incalculable loss of life.
zuletzt angefangen hattest, als wir
The
miteinander
recovery
gesprochen hatten?
was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
Nee, das war die Firma, die du hattest, nachdem du kurzzeitig sehr viel Zeit hattest, um zu streamen. Wouldn't you congrat me? Congrat you for what? Wait a second. Did I miss something, Vivian? Vivan? Excuse me.
kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes.
You reach
Billions
180
were
subs on
displaced
YouTube.
and millions perished.
Well, congrats,
As much
man.
as 20%
That's a
of the
lot,
global
actually.
population.
That's really a lot.
Until the clawback.
Yeah, let me hop over. Let me hop over right now and give you a sub as well. That's with 3. Another one. Which one would that be? Off-duty gamer. There we go. You just gained a new subscriber. There we go. And Bella's on. Three days ago, last video. Nice. Nice. I'll check your channel right after my stream.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many
Ich schau mal wieder rein. Viel Spaß auch noch. Danke dir, Joe.
green
Ich
robot
bin...
technologies, and
Naja, heute ist der
artificial
letzte Tag diese
intelligence.
Woche und dann bin ich im Grunde dienstags,
Firebreak was one
mittwochs
of
und
dozens
donnerstags
of
da.
ecological restoration
Manchmal
and
auch
disaster
montags,
relief
kommt immer darauf
projects
an, wie
in
ich Bock
North
habe, dann
America alone.
tatsächlich. Freitags nie, samstags und
I would
sonntags
have liked to compare
in
notes
ganz
with
großen
other
Ausnahmefällen.
monitoring
Also
AIs,
meine Core-Zeiten
but I
sind
saw
montags
the
bis
relief
donnerstags
of my
20 bis
colleagues,
23 Uhr.
and I was proud we had succeeded.
Ortszeit.
At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I
Ja, bis bald.
understood Araya's
Danke fürs
spiritual
Reinschauen,
beliefs,
Joe.
it became apparent
This is
that
my
her
account.
true
Yep.
desire was
Again, you
companionship.
got your
She
you got your
felt
subscription right now.
disconnected from her tribe and her
Almost
family group.
190
Her
subscriptions
relationship
now.
with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan.
Einen wunderschönen
She was
guten Abend,
determined.
Mephistopheles. What's good, Mephistopheles? It's my sleep time. I thank you for the sub. You're welcome. You're plenty of welcome. I always feel like small content creators should support each other. In general, people should support each other. So it helps you, and therefore I do it.
How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate.
You're leaving as well, Annie?
Whisper is there.
I will do what I can to help.
All the support.
By sharing our experiences
Nice to have you,
of Araya,
Mephistopheles.
perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe
You're
this
mostly
will lead
fine?
to catharsis,
Mostly?
a process
Why only
I am
mostly?
eager to experience.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
Bye-bye, off-duty gamer. Well, yeah, let's call you off-duty gamer for now. Because there's always something annoying or bad. Well, yeah, that's life, right?
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is
I
unforgiving.
have a lot
in
of
their
stuff
beliefs.
to do and insufficient
I guess they help to keep
motivation.
them going.
Or like, the existence
So
of
take it
the. Oh
easy.
no, yeah. Oh no,
Try to
that's
guide them,
that sums it up
bring them
perfectly.
around to understanding it more.
Communion with machines features heavily in the mysticism of the Banuk. I think they will be agreeable to this approach.
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
Upon consideration, I believe such an experience would be intensely uncomfortable.
You're right about that. Trust me.
I see.
This is
I
one
will
giant
follow
no
your
a lot of
advice.
times.
Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
Okay, let's see. Going back to Aratak now. I guess one of the last quests here for the for this area,
blink, my
for
eyes
the
are fixed.
DLC. Though I'm surprised that we're still playing. There's even more story to more story to more story.
My chieftain,
Just, Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way,
True.
I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
That is almost cute.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very...
There we go.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
Discussions concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Well, that's been it. Yep, that's just the last quest. Of course, we still have like these side quests here, and we could do all of these. But we technically know everything now that is part of the main story. And I'm kind of hesitant to actually leave this world, leave this world behind. Yeah, we will come back into this world, but for now I think we are pretty much done. Oh boy. Well, we did that. I will for sure come back into this game. I will for sure play this game again. But yeah, for now, let me change the stream title and the stream settings here. And we're going to play some Diablo 3 because that's been very captivating for me right now. And that being said, just setting up everything right now. There we go. We're just starting this one. I still don't want to leave Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know what it is, but this game really, really catches me. Like, it really has me for some reason that I don't like really understand. But yeah, for now we're going to play Diablo 3, and Diablo 3, there's a new season that just came out. Seasons are basically time-based events, if you will. So they're running a couple of months, and they just have like a journey that we can see right here that people will conquer. And then it's literally just about conquering the leaderboards, which I'm not like on because people have spent way more time than I did. But we can see that for example, that tier 125 right now seems to be a hard cap for most people. And I'm already scratching at that. I'm at like 120 right now. I'm working on getting up there. And if we look into it, we can see that more and more people are trying more and more different things, although this is a very standard set that this guy is playing here, with the fire allies. That's the skill, and the furnace, which I'm not too fond of. Let me check the equip here. Cooldown reduction is right there, cooldown reduction is right there, obviously there's cooldown reduction as well. And then he's got no cooldown reduction on here and no cooldown reduction on here. That is strange. Cooldown reduction is right here, that's good. Okay, so 8% right there, no cooldown reduction on that one, although that is rolled really good. Yeah, we're going to hop into this game. Which I'm like kind of addicted to right now. Diablo 3 really got me, and since the beginning of this season, which was Friday evening at 5 p.m. my time, like UTC +2, I've been playing this character now for 38 hours. That's like not even a week, and I've spent already 1.5 days in this character, on this character. So what we're basically going to do, for everyone who doesn't know Diablo, is we're going to this obelisk here, and we're going to either play like a normal Nephilim Rift or a Greater Rift. And these Greater Rifts will require one of these keys, which you can acquire in the normal Rift. But for now, I'm literally just farming some levels. So we're not playing to actually push the boundaries that we're set on right now. I'm just generally, trying to get my level up. So the game's going to get way easier. All these purple items are items of high rarity, well, high rarity in quotes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Right now I'm testing and I'm practicing to play a certain playstyle. And I wish I could... turn off the chat completely, but apparently you can't. So I will just make sure that there are no notifications. We'll just watch into the clan. There we go. There we go. So that's the basic setup. Right now we're farming on level 105. That is like 20 levels under the one that is the basic entrance to the leaderboard right now. And I'm aspiring to get on this leaderboard this season. Would be the first time for me. Really looking forward to it. And with that being said, I'm just trying to... Where's the leaderboard? There we go. A few leaderboards. I'm just trying to literally... Let's see... Overall... Oh, six piece. There we go. So right now, we should be actually on this. Got the 120. Oh, we didn't get it with this one. So if we're trying a 115, we should be able to get on this. Let's try 115. I want to see how it goes. Maybe 114 to start with. I just want to see how it works out and if it works actually. And as I can already tell, we're making very little damage there. Like very little damage. But that's fine. We don't need too much damage. So the Greater Rifts are actually time-based events where you have to run through these within 15 minutes. And if you do it, you do get to have like some perks that you otherwise wouldn't get. If you don't do it, it's fine as well. The game's not like punishing you too hard for it. But you can see the purple background is basically the time progress that we did, and the little stopwatch under it is the progress of time itself. So we always want to stay ahead of this, and we want to go far ahead of it, because if we're starting to get behind it, or if we're just on time, we don't have enough time to beat the boss, because at the end, when the purple progress bar is full, we will have to fight a boss as well in the same time as we are fighting to actually conquer the rift. So really it is just about managing managing the time and finding the right enemies, not dying too often, if at all. Usually you don't want to die at all, which makes it way easier. So there we go. These ones are done. We're making already good progress here. Kinda looks good right now, not gonna lie. But I don't want to jinx it, so I wouldn't say we're too good right now. But I'm shocked kinda that until now there's still only like 100. What was it, like 113 is like the minimum entry. I would have thought that it's like 120. Again, I've never been on the ranked leaderboard there, and it would be kind of cool if I could get there like first attempt. So let's see if we can manage that. Right now I'm just looking for the right pathway here, and it looks like we're just leaving right here. Those pylons will give us special powers that we usually wouldn't have. So right now we have basically infinite attacks because our resources are just reloading that quick. And also the cooldown of our resources, of our spells, are basically reset really quick. That being said, we still can die to damage. So we need to be careful and not overextend. That's why I'm still holding back. Sure, Annie. Have a great one. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye. Really having to dig in here. There we go. So that was kind of good. That was bad. We shouldn't have died there. Especially after we activated Epiphany, which is our main damage multiplier. Meaning that we have now trouble with actually getting more damage out that we actually need. But seemingly we're kind of fine because we have it up really quick. And then we're just trying to blast through the enemies as good as possible. Demolishing them. Yeah, we're doing good progress there. Ah, crap. There we go. There's the next enemy that we're trying to blast, the blue one right here. And that gave us the globes that we need. There's a speed pylon, which will boost our damage like really good. Because our basic ability does scale with attack speed, and the speed pylon does boost the attack speed that we're having. Just trying to demolish here as much as possible, but come on. These Dune Dervishes. Will I be able to just separate that one? Yes, we are. We're perfectly capable of doing that. Yeah, these ones are, as soon as they're rotating, they're a huge problem because they're just reflecting the damage that we're doing, and I can't take my own damage. I can't tank it. Thus, we just proceed. We don't bother killing that one. We already lost too much time just fighting that one. That was already a big mistake there. Now just trying to catch up some time there. Used my heal. I hope that wasn't a mistake. singled out the yellow enemy actually, which is kind of good and bad. Because we do make more damage to groups technically. Because we do attack multiple enemies. And therefore we want to attack as many enemies as possible without dying. That's the most crucial part, right? Because we already lost so much time. Let's not die. Just blasting literally through the walls, making sure that we get enemies killed before we're actually at their location, because in close combat we do take a lot of damage. We're fairly squishy. We're fairly squishy. And then we do have damage multipliers which do scale with time. Actually time where we're not hit. Therefore we want to have this as high as possible. That's one of the buffs that we're seeing down below. Now stacking at 5, 7, 8, and we want to have that at 10 actually all the time. That's our maximum. That's the best possible scenario that we're having. Therefore, that's the skirt necklace up here that we're having. That's our amulet, which is amplifying our damage by 100%. And doubling the damage is, as you can already tell, probably really, really good. Cool, so we're at the boss now that I've been speaking of earlier. I'm trying to position right behind our ally because he will face tank a few attacks for us if they're coming in a direct line. And then we're waiting for a fire rotation, which should be coming up every second now. There we go. That's big damage there. And we did it. We should be on the leaderboard now. Technically we should be. So let's see, we can and we should level up. I will level up the Scythe Stone of Vengeance for group play, although I should be leveling up the Bane of the Stricken or the Enforcer, because we can't level up that gem, the Legacy of Dreams. Legacy of Dreams is only level up when until level 99. That's its maximum. Personal best, previous best. Did we make it? A wall, no 6-piece set. And we should be on it, technically. 114 we're looking for. So somewhere here we should be. There we go. We're on it. We did it. First attempt. Nice. So let's see how far can we push up. 115 we can. If we're only making 116, we can already jump into 710th place. So let's see if we can make 116. That would be really awesome. I don't care about the items right now. We're just checking 116 now. I hope I do have enough toughness to actually do that. That's kind of a requirement here to have the toughness. Bring some immunity with us to certain effects through thanks to Epiphany. Actually, Epiphany will make it so that we can't be stunned or hold in place, so we technically can walk all the time. Very important. Wanna crush right now the enemy. because we've been our fire rotation down here, the Convention of Adamant Circle. Which is fairly important for damage output. And we should be able to... There we go. We are on par with time right now, which will scale up fairly quick if we're just killing as fast as we're doing right now, and proceed to do so actually. So let's see that we can actually manage that. Literally just blasting through it. I do believe we can make it if we're kind of smart about what we're doing here. Which right now I don't feel like I am. Every now and then I'm activating the air allies so that we actually get to have the effect that we replenish our resource, which is fairly important. So there's the next blue enemy. Very important here to get him down as quick as possible, because again we are on a clock, and we want to have that clock not racing against us, but yeah, we want to have the clock race against us and not the other way around. Shielding enemies, not sure if I should actually kill these. But maybe, yeah, we're good. We're good. Now we need some enemies. There's a shrine, and the shrine will give us a new enemy group, but it's one of these ones again that will reflect the damage that we're making. Really bad. That would kill us for sure. Yep, there we go. That's what I meant. Oh, come on. The game's trying to screw with me. We'll just try to use that fire rotation here in order to just get them down, and it worked. Very satisfied with that, very happy with that this worked. Yet the whole scenario here is really not pleasurable. Not at all. Really not happy about it. Unlike most others who are playing with Dashing Strike, which is a gap closing attack that is used to literally teleport, I do like to play the safer variant here to have as much survivability as possible, because I don't can really get up too often. It will always cost me like 30 seconds at some point. And you're kind of squishy without the Serenity. Serenity being a skill that gives you a damage absorbing shield, making you, I think, immune to damage. Protective shield that absorbs incoming damage for 4 seconds, all incoming damage basically. And that is very great to again protect your Skirt's necklace. That will stack up to 10 times, and at 10 stacks it does double your damage. So that's the main theory why I take it over a mobility skill, which again we do see that we don't really need, because we can teleport thanks to Epiphany, and I didn't see those enemies there. That was already 5 seconds, and that's what I mean, right? That has been already 5 seconds costing us. Considering that I might have died already 3 times now, we'd be at 15 seconds if I were to take Dashing Strike. So that's why I really don't like playing with Dashing Strike if I'm pushing. If I'm playing just a casual speed farming build, I will certainly take Dashing Strike just because it's so fun to dash through all your enemies. But really no need to do that right now, right here. We're doing the damage. We're doing. We're basically having all the enemies around us that we do want to kill, and as I can't take like heaps of enemies, and I'm not good enough of a player yet to actually have like tons of enemies on me and manage them. I do believe I have to use these smaller groups that we're having right now, that we're seeing right now, constantly getting blasted, and make my way through this like that, which in the end means that we are a little bit less efficient, but we're on the safer side to actually do those rifts that we do want to do. And 116 is the mark right now, seeing that we can push as high as possible. And this enemy seems not to be able to die, most likely because he's standing right at a wall. This level is a huge problem for me, because if the enemies are standing at a wall, they don't take the damage they usually would take if they're standing inside of a room, of a big room, for some reason, which I don't know exactly why. Conduit pylon, and now I have to use the I should have waited for the right rotation. I had to use the Serenity there again, not only to protect my Skirt's necklace there, but as well to blast as much damage on the enemies as possible before they're killing me. And I knew they would kill me. That was obvious. Just because it's been the dervishes, whatever. These enemies that are rotating, which are doing way too much damage if they're rotating. So there's a little bit more to Diablo than just smashing enemies. Sometimes you need to know what kind of enemies you're facing and what their special abilities are, which is kind of surprising, because most people will just run brain dead through the levels and be annoyed if they're dying over and over again, and expecting Diablo to actually be the game where you are literally just blasting through enemies and that's it. But nope, that's what Binding of Isaac is for, but not really, because Binding of Isaac has like incredible tactics to it as well, although it's RNG. Like even more RNG than Diablo. Very cool level here. I like the level design of this map very much. Yet, not sure if that's good for our progress here, because there are some very good progress maps, very progress-oriented maps, if you will so, and this is not one of them. This is one of them where I think, okay, I should have teleport skills, because you can skip through most of the parts then. Right now we're having an issue. I had an issue because my Epiphany was down, and we had 5 of the Stone Gauntlet stacks that we're seeing to the left in the lower bar, where I had just my mouse over. Which basically means that we had no mobility and no attack speed at all. Literally no attack speed. And usually you don't want to run into that issue. That's why I'm trying to use as little skills as possible that have cooldown. Just so I can have my Epiphany up as quick as possible, because every time I use an ability, my cooldown will get reset by a set amount of time. Blasting again. One more rotation there. We're waiting. Just waiting for that. There we go. Now we're going in, and we should be able to blast that off, quite literally. There we go, we did it. I'm surprised. I picked up the build kind of today, if you will so. And I was really annoyed in the beginning. Like, I was so annoyed, in fact, that I said I will not play this build at all. But right now we're blasting through the enemies, and we are already at place like 700 or something. So I'm really surprised that it works that well. Viewing the leaderboards again, just making sure no 6-piece bonus set. We are at 116. That's what we actually cleared right now. And we still have like 5 minutes left to finish the rift. So there is still possibilities to go higher. Let's see if we can find ourselves. Time spent, we should be somewhere up here. 10:30. Why are we not on here? Am I missing something? That's 115. Didn't we just do a 116? I've closed the rift, have I? I have. You have achieved a new personal best, 116, 10:30. We spent 10:30. Go in here, no 6-piece bonus. 116. Maybe it needs a little bit to load, because we should be right here. We should be literally right there. Even under 600, even under 700. Which means we're like one of the best 1,000 players right now playing this particular build. If we look at the overall list, we will see that we're not in there. Although we're 120, 13 sec, we should be even in here. We should be like here. Oh no, that's 125. Never mind. So yeah, if we look into it again, maybe it updated now. I really am eager to see that, to have confirmation. But there we are. Now it updated. We've got it, 690. That is a good feel. That is a good feel there. Let us now hop into the other mechanics of the game, where we're identifying all these items that we just got from the bosses, and I can already tell that there's no item, almost no item, that we actually want to have. That is rolled terrible. So if I say that is rolled terrible, what I do mean by that is technically we want to have the last effect that we're seeing 200%, the golden effect. That's awesome. That's perfect. That's really, really good. Even the 6% critical hit chance is supreme. Yet there's strength on there. We're not a strength-based character, nor do we want to have strength on there. And there's life percent on there. That's really bad as well. But we do have reduced duration of controlling impairing effects, which is awesome. And we do have a socket, which is awesome as well. Now this one right here, I would like to get this one. Take this one, because we're getting a huge upgrade with it. 375% more damage. Yeah, we should take this. And then, as this item is not as good, we will take the damage range on there. Just have the heightened damage range. We don't take the vitality on there, which we will roll into as soon as we do have new Imperial Emeralds. We will roll it into a socket. Therefore, let's go over here to the gem combiner and combine a few gems. So we have actually the gems to roll on that item. Rolling means that we're changing stats on it. Stats being these ones, the properties. And if we're clicking on that little question mark there, we're able to actually find that there's critical chance on there, which would be awesome to have. We're losing a little bit crit hit damage, but I'm fine with that. But really, we're looking for that socket, because we can make that our pets have almost 50% more damage and take 90% less damage. That meaning that our Templar counts as a pet, and therefore taking 90% less damage, and our Rapid Strike attack, that clone that is basically doing these wave of light explosions as well. That one is capable to rain legs. That one will benefit of the surplus of damage there, of the almost 50%. None of these items are of any value to us, because we are not playing with these. And then I do want to have this one. So this one is a relic special item for your follower, which this one says your follower cannot die, which is awesome. But this one gains him all these abilities, which is even better, because right now we do have Unity. Unity meaning that all damage is split between the wearers of this item. But as we're having the 90% damage, the 90% less damage on pets, and the Templar is counting as a pet, we actually do not see him die too soon. So what we're doing now is putting this one in here. And we need to spend now, we've got 1,700 of 1,700 possible blood shards. So these blood shards need to be put into items. And as we now have every single item that we're having in Ancient, which you can see by the frame around it, normally the item would look like this. The left one is a non-ancient item, the right one is an ancient item. You can see it even in the description. It says Skirt's Necklace, and then the line under it, it says Ancient Legendary Amulet for the neck. So as we have that now, we only see, and we only want to see stronger items now. Therefore, we're looking for the shoulders, because that's one of my weakest items right now. There could be potentially Vitality, which will give us life, and life percent, which would give us way more life on it. And then we'd be at like 700,000 or even over it in life. So we're really looking for this item in better. Just to gain the toughness that we are lacking right now, because that is literally what's holding me back to go to like 120 or something like that. Trying to find the sweet spot there for toughness versus damage. Although I do feel like we already have a lot of damage, but then we're looking at the weapons and we see that we could have like potentially way more damage if we only had like percent damage on this weapon, for example. Or if this one would be maxed out, we could have a little bit more damage as well. This item here is kind of good, but not really. So we're waiting for better items there as well. Oh, clicking the wrong items. Yeah, so that's basically the plan for the next hour. What we're doing, literally jumping into those rifts and then demolishing the hordes of enemies. So let's see what's the next leaderboard that we want to go for. Where can we skip a lot? So we are 116 right now. 117. 118. So I feel like if we could make a 119 possible to get into the top 500, that would be awesome. But I'm not sure if I do have the toughness for that. That's 3 tiers higher, and I do believe like every tier is like 1/2 harder than the previous one. I think that's like that. Anyways, I'll be back in a second, and then we're going to proceed grinding up here to possibly top 500. We'll see. There we go. Alrighty, there we go. So, yeah, that will be our goal, I think. 499. Let's see. Let's just jump into 119 and see how it works and if it works. Damage is obviously there. Really tired at the moment. What's good, Pachman? Nice to have you. We're playing a little bit different game now because we finished off Horizon Zero Dawn. We're now on Diablo 3 and trying to make our way into the top 500 players for that specific item set that we're playing. And we're fighting my hate enemies. So how was your day? Tiring? Oh. There we go. Thanks for reminding me. Sometimes I just forget. I hate these enemies. So bad that we have that as the first elite group. Thing is, if we don't attack them, they can't repel. And they still do annoy us. Yeah, how was your day? How's life? Is life treating you fairly? Ouch. Yeah, I can't attack into that. Gotta be really cautious here. This enemy is basically reflecting all the damage that I'm sending towards him. Taking the damage as well, so it's not like a full reflect, but it is a damage reflect. We're not doing great. Really not doing great right now. We're not doing the game justice. Lots of things to actually put into consideration while playing this particular item build that we're playing right now, which is way more demanding than usual builds. Usually you're playing item builds where you don't have to do too much and where you don't have to think even too much because you're just clicking items. You're just clicking skills and it will just match somehow. But with this particular build that this particular item build that we're playing right now, we do have to put into consideration where we're placed and which skills we can use right now and how we're protecting our item buffs and such. So yeah, also we are like comparatively squishy if we compare it to other sets that this class can play. We've been traveling. Traveling sounds awesome. Okay, now let's blast. I just missed my fire phase from Conventions of Elements down there, but we'll have it up in a second again. And then we want to make sure that we can just blast these enemies into oblivion, which didn't work. They have more health. No, they have health link. Health link is good. There we go. Making kind of good progress here. Should be able to do it. Ouch. Taking lots of damage off the explosion. Traveling on the bus during afternoon plus a lot of friends, a lot of socializing with friends. Yeah, socializing is tiring. And acquaintances in the evening laughed a lot since new person joining board game night was total jester. That sounds awesome. Like having real life board game nights is so awesome. It's so fun. Yeah, we've died too much in the beginning. I think I can restart it. I'm not sure if I should. I will just take this as a practice run. If we wouldn't have died too often in the beginning, we should be able to clear this. Clicking the right buttons. Again, I should have waited for my fire rotation there. There we go. Enemies blasted, and these yellow enemies that we're having every now and then, and the blue enemies are giving us those purple little globes, which are then massive progress experience, points, if you will so. Progress marks. I would wish that... Thanks. That we could finally blast these, because we need to proceed. We've clicked that little pylon, and those pylons, or shrines, if you will so, are buffs, temporary buffs that only hold for a minute usually, but we do have an item that makes it last longer, and they are actually making it so that we... Oh, what a rift, seriously. And they're making it so that we can have like special abilities that we usually wouldn't have. Yeah, I do think I need to change to Dashing Strike. Oh, that will be hell on earth. Yeah, I can't leave right now. Nope, nope. Let's revive at the last checkpoint. We can't make it. Doesn't make sense. We have a Spanish/Finnish speaking group, so spending a little less than half of the time understanding Spanish. I'm rubbish at pronouncing it though. Producing or pronouncing? Okay, we attempt again to get into the top 500. That's kind of what we're doing right now, trying to get into the top 500 for this particular item build in Diablo 3. That's our attempt. Because right now we do have a fair chance to actually be able to do that. Kind of both of it, I think. Tons of damage is what we're taking here. Need to have a break. There we go. Gosh. Why is it so annoying? Seriously. The enemies that we're getting are really not quite pleasant. They are like the worst enemies that we could have with the item build that we're playing. Usually I wouldn't care too much about it, but again, this specific item build that we're playing is caring a lot about these damage types that we're taking slash the affixes on those enemies. That is really annoying right now. But we're better. We're having a better start than we had before. So let's see. Kind of struggling here. The thing is, those Morlu enemies have tons of life. They have tons of life, which is. We have armor piercing enemies, and like heavily armor piercing enemies, and these enemies, the Morlus with like lots of life, which is like really annoying. And we can restart again. That's annoying. My brain's too tired to understand, but enemy health bars depleting is good. Yeah, well, if we could deplete them. Right now I'm trying to play this level 119 here in order to get on the ladder board for this specific area, for this specific section. And if we look into it, 119 is already rank 499, or we can already achieve rank 499 with that. That is what I'm aiming for, and I would be so happy if I could get that in this stream. This is a good start. We're off to a good start here. Those are good enemies, nice enemies, not too strong, not too weak. We're doing We do like these enemies. Unlike the other ones. I don't like the map though, but that's a different story. We don't care too much about the map then. Big number, boom. Yeah, exactly. A few trillions, a few billions. That's what we're doing here in damage. Damage goes brrr. Yeah, I'd be really happy if we could have like a yellow group or a blue enemy group. That would be really enjoyable right now. I'd be happy about that. Doesn't look like. And then yeah, blasting through these ones. That's nice. That's good. Our clone should be doing this one. Yes, that's good. Thing is, we can't attack too often or too fast because the game's a little bit buggy, and our clone that we're seeing appearing and reproducing our attack every now and then, actually every attack, is sometimes getting stuck. And that is kind of annoying because if that one is getting stuck, our main part of damage is missing because he's doubling our damage, apparently. There we go. All about the good temper too. Yes. We are running against time. You see in the right hand side, you see that little time watch. Time watch? You mean you know what I mean? This one. Hourglass. That's the word. Capacities are completely used right now. Oh, come on. And we have 15 minutes time to actually clear this rift, so-called rift, and the purple bar is our progress. So when it reaches 100, there will be a boss that we'll have to kill, and if we actually can kill it, it will worst possible scenario, there we go. If we actually can kill it, we get rewarded. If not, we don't get on the leaderboard, and we'll have to retry. That's pretty much the gist of it. And Kitty just decided to leave her cartridge box. Kitty is a little bit annoyed right now because she got the mites, and having the mites means that we need to put like special cream into her ear, which she really is not enjoying. Oh, seriously? What's wrong with the game? Throwing like tons of enemies towards me. Ooh, our Templar just died. Maybe we do need an item that makes him invulnerable. There we go. Smashing through it fairly good right now. We need to take care of, or we need to consider that some enemies are exploding, and exploding enemies do a lot of damage. Sensory overload. Yeah, you need to get used to it. I should put like a fair warning for everyone who's joining the stream. There's lots of things happening at once, and there's lots of graphic effects happening as well. And I assume if you're a calm person, the music as well is adding up to sensory overload. But that's the specific item build. There are item builds that are less harsh on ice and sensory overload. Sensory overloading. That's a dead end. There we go. Just grouping all those enemies. And there's one of those enemies again where I say that's one of our worst nightmares to have. I could try to skip them, but then again, they're fairly good to kill. As in, they're taking a fair bit amount of damage. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, we have a shield pylon now. That shield pylon makes that we don't take any damage. Music's okay, bright colors mixed into each other, and especially when watching at night is more overload. Yep, I assume so. Does make sense what you're saying. Does make totally perfectly fine sense. And then if you're in a comparatively dark environment, it makes it even harder on the eyes. There we go. Now that was really good for our progress there. That made the progress bar fill up really good. We may have... Yeah, with that we may have... we may be able to spawn the boss. That would be awesome. If we could have the boss already. Nope. We don't have him. Not having the boss yet. Because right now we still have the dimensional shield, the shield pylon, making it that we're damage immune. Maybe we are lucky and find another shrine, another pylon. This map should have one right away down here somewhere. Too bad. Okay, we will just take the progress. I don't want to lose too much time. There we go. And we even have still a little bit time left. Okay, now we'll blast. We'll blast a lot of damage. It is a little bit stationary, not gonna lie, right now. That being said, it's good that we can be stationary with that boss. Although he's jumping like a crazy child. We did it! We did it! 5 minutes 22 seconds remaining. We are top 500 right now. We are in the top 500. Nice! First time ever for me joining the top 500 in this game for whatever category. Checking into it, leaderboards. Well, we have to go to that dude. He'll tell us yada yada yada, you did great, yada 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 yada. View profile, nope, not view profile. Leaderboards. And then there we go. Somewhere down here we should be. There we go. 494. We did it. And it's that moment that I actually regret joining that guild. That's just a guild of friends of mine. But yeah, if we could cut it for... Yeah, we would have to go higher than 120 probably in order to be able to gain 100 ranks more. Yeah, we would have to go to 121, which we certainly are not able to right now, I do believe. Or are we? Technically, we still had lots of time. We had heaps of time. So let's see. Let's see if we can do it. Why not? Let's give it a try. Let's give it a go. 121 would be even the highest that I've cleared this season in total. So I've already explained that this game has seasons, which are time-based events, and each season lasts a couple of months. And throughout these seasons, you can climb those ladders, those leaderboards there that we just saw. Ooh, that's a good one. Keeping that one for a different character. And we now try this one. And every season this will reset. And you can start with 75. That's the highest that you can go, I think, in the beginning. And then you climb up. And 120 is the highest that I went till now. This season. Yeah, we're demolishing them, that's good. They are demolishing us, that's not good. Then again, I need to activate my skills. Which, coming to think of, let's have some actual sound of the game. Quiet it down a little bit. That's a lot of yeah, I can't. Okay, that's a 2 group. Anyways. I can't activate that one. I can't risk having another group there. That's a double group already. Double pack. So there's a problem right now that I'm having with my mobility and with the damage that we're taking. I need to do 2 changes to my build actually. Yeah, we will die here. Will we? Can I leave this? Yes, I can. That's good. Cool. Should be totally worth it. That's annoying. Why is there an enemy back there? Go away, enemy. Okay, that was one of them. Big bad wolfies. And that's the second pack. Nice. Very well. Okay, we did a good progress, and we get more progress now as we're attacking this one, or as we're gaining enemies out of these ones. Because we have a special item, it allows us to spawn an elite pack every time we're clicking one of these shrines. Ouch. That's a lot of damage. Let's try to kill them. Oh, come on. And I'm missing my fire cycle again. Am I? Can't use my spells again. I was frozen. Yeah, we can restart. We have to. We actually have to restart. Ow! Stupid. There we go. And where did I put the item? There we go. Have to replace that one. Putting that away again, and I have to replace this one. Hopefully it works. That's a first try now. Yeah, that will be very strange. Let's see. We'll have to change my muscle memory now. Enemies are making so much damage. Unbelievable. Already pressing the wrong buttons. My injuries are too severe. Does slow us down a lot actually. But we do need the positioning, I think. Not quite sure. It's been a good blast. I've changed that we don't have like followers right now, which I'm not sure if I regret. I thought it may be a good idea because we now have more mobility, so in case we're trapped somewhere we can just teleport out of there. But then again, we don't have the regeneration of our primary resource anymore, which is kinda bad, not gonna lie. I wouldn't have thought that it would affect us that much. Now we're just blasting those huge fields, which is good because we need to have lots of enemies in order to have the spirit resource that we our main resource, and lots of it. Oh, that enemy has too much life actually. We're just skipping for the next area, starting off with the same enemies, which is good. There we go. So we will just jump on this one immediately. That's a shield pylon, again helping us to sustain our damage because we have the Scourged Necklace, and Scourged Necklace actually makes it so that if we haven't been hit in a couple of seconds, we will gain more damage. That stacks up to 10 times, and each stack gives us 10% more damage. So we have 100% more damage. considering that, having this shield pylon constantly up will make it so that we practically have 100% more damage all the time for the duration of that buff. There we go. Really trying to find good places to fight. Lots of enemies. Still having the shield helping us a lot. And then we're fighting this one. Only to get over here and find the next enemies. The next blue enemies. Blue enemies are same as yellow enemies, giving us lots of progress. To ultimately enable us to spawn the boss. Shield pylon is gone by now, unfortunately, but we still have the conduit pylon, which is connecting us to the enemy, doing lots of damage every time it connects. Helping us a lot. Gonna sleep since waking up early tomorrow. Alrighty, have a good one. Enjoy yourself. Well, enjoy the sleep. And have a good night. There we go. Pulling too many enemies towards us. Way too many enemies. That's a power pylon, which is good. I don't like that there's, again, these enemies that are reflecting the damage that we're making. So thinking about skipping it. And then they're even shielding, that's really bad. Yeah, we will just skip that one. Go. Blasting through all these enemies because we are having this power pylon. Power pylon is giving us tons of damage. Trying to reach that one that was just out of screen. There's another yellow enemy, another champion pack. Which I don't want to trigger right now. But we've triggered. That's bad. Not sure I'm happy about that. I don't really think I'm happy about that, let's put it that way. Just trying to blast these down. Can't retreat too far because we still have the other pack there, and if they will mess with each other and entangle each other, we'll have a whole different problem because then we can't get any of these down because we would kill us. We would kill ourselves basically with that. Really now just the positioning that's helping us to survive here. And we are at our spirit maximum capacity. But I kind of feel like we need more spirit regeneration. Kind of stupid there to stand just in the ice. Not too smart. Yeah, we will have problem with spirit regeneration whilst fighting the boss. Unless he's Hamelin or something like that, we will have problem with spirit regen. And Zoltan. Sand Shaper. Simply trying to keep our stack here. And now we need to stack our spirit energy. Our primary resource we're seeing down here. Tons of damage there. I messed that one up. That could have been it already. But we're doing a great job right now. Shouldn't have said that. Yeah, that's really bad. That's really bad. All of the sudden, a very good run is turning into kinda bad run. It's not too bad. Yeah, that's it. There we go. And that should be in the top 300 of the set of the category, actually. Let's see. Very good, 4 more levels. We're making actually very good progress here on the level side as well. And while we're identifying these uniques, let's have a look where we've ended up. 121 should be somewhere here. 121. Way up there. Are we in the top 300 actually? We are. Nice. Okay, we are so much further ahead than I think we was. I've been trying to play this build for today, really just today, and haven't been looking too much into it before. I've tried it once or twice and I decided it's way too squishy for me. But apparently we are actually doing very good here. And then there's 122 right here already. So I do assume 122. We could end up somewhere here as well with 122. Where's 123? Yeah, there's 123 already. Let's try 123. Let's see if we can get into the top 200. 123. Well, we have to go 122, I guess. So we're going 122 and then 123 right after. If we're surviving this. Because from what I can tell, this will be very difficult. I've also messed up that I wanted to get the fire allies again. the air allies again. Although right now it's helping us. Ooh, that's been a close call. Difficult one. I need to have my skill that I have on 4 constantly up. Not only is it reducing damage that I take, but also it's basically a damage amplifier for whatever I do. That's been the first one, and there's a second group. Yeah, due to the fact that we can't be moved, we can't stand in these kind of effects, which usually would move us. Let's just hit him. Normal attacks. It's kind of annoying right now. That enemy is really annoying. Costing us way too much time, yeah. Not sure if... Well, he's a Juggernaut, so I think he has more life. I think that's what Juggernaut is. Therefore, yeah, I will not play with these ones. Unless they're following me right now over here. Oof, too much damage. Yeah, we need spirit. That's bad. I need to work on my positioning there. One of the key factors for this build literally is to position well, to protect your skirt's necklace, and to not be squished by hammerlords, mallet lords. Oopsie, clicking the wrong buttons. There we go. That's been one of them. Unfortunately, none of the actual enemies that we need to kill. I'm not sure. Really not sure. I'm not sure if we're capped right now in damage because of the lack of spirit that we're facing, or if it's actually because of the kind of enemies that we're facing. One thing is sure, we don't want to get hit by the Mallet Lords. Did that enemy just vanish? Like poof, nope. Where did it go? I'm so confused. It didn't even follow. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, in that case, let's proceed. We need to. We have bigger problems now. Yep. That was stone gauntlets. We'll have to retry. That's been thanks to the stone gauntlets that we could move because the attack speed was reduced. So we never ever want to run out of that skill Epiphany, because those stone gauntlets will reduce our movement speed and our attack speed to 0, basically. Therefore, yeah, if we do then an attack, it will not come through and we'll take eternities to actually use it. But it does actually increase our armor by 50% up to 5 times, which grants us this huge benefit in there we go, in survivability and toughness. Now I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Just because I just played a different setup. Okay, now we're in our fire rotation, making sure that we're actually doing the damage right then. There's no enemies up here that are actually interesting. Still doing the damage. Cool, okay. We've cleared that zone. Yep, it's a dead end. Haven't been paying attention. Let's proceed down here. There we go. Easy peasy. Shouldn't be too much of a problem there. Yeah. Sometimes I still get... I still need to get used to that I can teleport with Cyclone Strike, which is a skill that will pull enemies towards you, which is cool, but through thanks to Epiphany, it can actually teleport me, which as well is cool, but you just need to know that. You just need to remember that. Because if you are playing a fairly squishy build, and you're teleporting right into the enemies, you're kinda doomed. Turns out. Turns out you're kinda doomed. And we're taking the dead end again. Lots of walking. Lots of walking it is. I feel like this map has changed throughout the season. Throughout the season change. But there's like 3 loadouts for this specific map, so shouldn't be that they really changed it. It just feels like. Okay, gotta pay these ones a visit to get them down as fast as possible. Right now, we're sitting at 200 mil toughness. And something just ended our life. We're trying to circle them around the tree. Just so we can spread them a little bit, so they take our area of effect damage. But we are kinda in a more favorable position for us, so we can't be attacked by too many enemies at the same time. Now we need to press here for charge for attack, basically. Because we were on our fire rotation. Need to consider that one. There we go. And then we need to make sure that we are actually taking this one. That one should be a fairly simple attempt here. Nothing too difficult. There we go. That one's gone. Not sure if that was worth it.
That ability is not yet recharged.
But we're actually making sure that we can get this level done. Yeah, I think we're hard capping. If we're able to do this, we'll kind of hard cap on 122 right now. I don't know why, because technically we have the equipment that we should easily be able to do it. That's probably of me being inexperienced with this build, and also with keeping the Skirt's necklace up. That was a very lucky charge here. The conduit piling is giving us lots of damage to actually kill the enemies, which is kind of important. But aside of it, there we go. But aside of it, we ran into the next pack actually, which was really helpful there for our progress bar. There we go. Still having the conduit pile-in. Yeah, we want to go for the next pack actually. And that's our conduit pile-in gone. Too bad. That's a shielder. I don't like that. Shielder meaning that they can make themselves immune to my damage. Which actually never is a good thing if the enemy is actually able to immunize themselves to your damage. Hopefully he drops the shield soon. There we go, he's dropping. Not caring too much about the reflecting damage here. Time's already 50%. Don't have too much advantage of time progress now. We can't settle a clear advantage here right now, I don't know why. Probably we're slacking damage. But I guess that will be my last attempt for today, and we'll be ending the stream after this run. Meaning that I will obviously finish it, no matter how long it takes. But also, that being said, that would be our last stream for today, for this week. And next week we'll be back on Tuesday latest with Dungeons and Dragons. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, Tuesdays is your day on this stream. Now we picked up a cooldown shrine pylon. That's helping us a lot here to kill these enemies. But it's a juggernaut again. Too much life, these enemies. Yeah, I used my health potion there a tad too early. Making sure again that Epiphany is up always, constantly while we're running through this level. Running into more dead ends. It's been looking so good for a second there. Yeah, we will take that as a cliffhanger here, whether we're doing it or not. And I'll be back in a sec again. Just give me a moment. Okay, here we are again. Let's see. We need to get that one done. That will give us like 4%. And we only have 4 minutes left. Oh boy. If like the next layer, the next floor is not good, we'll have a huge issue. And it's not good. It's okay. It's okay. We can do it. We can actually do it, I think. Map should give us a little bit of difficulties here because we have to walk basically all the time. But if the enemies are good that we're facing, we should be should be in the safe zone here. That's a teleporter. Poison enchanted, electrified, reflects damage. We don't care about these attributes too much. Who does it? Well, the electrified can be a huge problem. Come on. Yeah, I need to learn to drag the enemies with me. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. I think we could beat this this difficulty if we only were to actually be able to drag enemies a little bit better. Just making sure that I save my 10 out of 10 stacks here. I said, and directly teleported into the enemy. Yeah, we can still do it. Should be still able to do it. Whatever he does right now, can't steal the attack from us. Yeah, we're losing out our Scott's necklace too often. Yeah, no. Unfortunate. Okay, yeah, we've died like once too often. Once or twice too often. So it's entirely possible for us to actually make the challenge and take the Greater Rift 122. We just need to learn to manage the minions better, way better. Anyway, we got the items, we've got the blood shards, but we can't upgrade now, which is fine. Which is fine by me. Huh, unfortunate. So handing that in. And with that being done, I hope you have a great evening, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great whatever, whenever you're watching the VOD, and that I could entertain you a little bit. Next week, again, we're starting off with Dungeons & Dragons on Tuesday. That's 8 PM CEST, UTC +2 when we're starting, and it will be around 11ish. Actually, we're starting at 19:30. So 7:30 PM CEST, UTC +2. Yeah, that being said, enjoy yourselves, have a great weekend, and we see us next Tuesday when we're playing D&D.